everyone, welcome back to sharoncullenart. I was going to have a plein air painting ready for you today. I tried to go out and do it, in fact, and I've been having some major problems recently, which is really affecting my painting, and it's also affecting my life. So I just want to warn you now that my videos may decrease for a while. I'm hoping not, and I'm hoping I can get through this just fine. But right now I'm really struggling. So those of you on Instagram saw my story and what was going on. Well, it got worse, and I was kicked out of the program completely, and my reputation was ruined. So now I don't know what I'm going to do, but this could affect my ability to keep the channel running. I'm not sure. I'm hoping that it won't, but I don't know. But in the meantime, I want to do something a little happier and show you a few supplies that came right before I went out plein air painting, and it was perfect. It was perfect timing. You know how you go online to Amazon, you do a search for their sketchbooks, and they say, you know, you'll search for something, let's say like Arch's watercolor journal or Pentalic watercolor journal or whatever, and you can't find what you're looking for there. But then field artist sketchbooks just take over all of Amazon. So the ratings started going up on them, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give them a shot. So I bought two little mini sketchbooks. They were so inexpensive. And I thought, I'll just get two of these. I'm sorry, hang on one moment. Thought somebody was here. Could be. We have guests coming for the weekend, which is not good for me. I really don't want guests this weekend. But anyway, these are like 2.5 by 3.5 or something like that. They're cute little sketchbooks. Now, one of them doesn't open correctly. It kind of tilts like this. And that was the way the last page was put on. I think it's pulling it down, but it's not going to affect the use of the book. This other one is perfect, and it opens just fine, flat on both sides. No matter what page you turn to, it still stays flat. And they open flat because they're stitched, and then there's a glued binding. They also have the little pocket in the back. I don't know what you could put in. Oh, they've got this in the back, so you can do a panoramic thing. Thought it was a pocket. It isn't a pocket, it's a panoramic thing. That's really cool. And the paper is 140 pound, 300 GSM cold pressed paper. It's not cotton, but it's got a very flat tooth to it. So whatever you put on here, you can use pens, fountain pens, whatever, and you're not going to have a problem with it. So I'm going to be using those. In fact, I started to do a little ditty in the front of one of them. I just got to cover up my phone number there. I was putting in some of my supplies so to get started on one of those books. But the big thing that I wanted to show you guys, this is a true find, and I'm going to put the links in the description below for where I got these. I got them on Amazon. When I go out gouache painting, I have all of these sable brushes that are difficult for me to use. I got to push this back. They're difficult for me to use because they're sables or squirrel or whatever, and it's not really conducive for gouache because they get too much water in my gouache then. So I wanted to buy synthetics, and I found two sets of synthetics that came with cases. I got this one, and I got this one. This one comes with 3, and this one has bigger brushes, this one has smaller brushes. But the nice thing about these is they're tight. They do not come apart. They're nice and tight. I have no problems at all with them. They're great. This one is a number 12 round. And they're all golden Taklon with the dark tips. And they're very, very fine point too, which is nice. So if you're a synthetic brush user, you should get these. They were not bad at all. I didn't spend a ton of money on them either. This one is an 8, I believe. Yeah, this one's an 8. And they have wood barrels. They have holes in the ends for everything to dry, which we need. And if you're not familiar with travel brushes or you're new to watercolor, having the hole in the end is good, because in order to put your brush away, you have to have your brush damp, or you get your bristles caught on the edge of the barrel when you're putting it in and you ruin your brush. This one is a number 4. Also a nice brush. I used them a little yesterday with gouache and they worked terrifically. But then I got a horrible phone call that ruined my day. My day was already bad, which is why I was trying to get away. And then I got a phone call that took 45 minutes, and after that I just couldn't paint. And my camera work was like all over the place. It was so difficult. Yeah, so it's just a mess, you guys. I'm like so depressed. So depressed. But I'll get through it. I always do, right? God is with me. God is with me. Now these have all the writing on the actual metal portion of the barrel. These are by Eval, and this is a number 1 brush. They had plastic covers on them when I bought them. I haven't removed that. And these also very tight. There's no wiggling at all. There's a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. So this is the size 2, which is nice. Give you the comparison to the 1. The plastic cover just came off, so that helps, I guess. You can see the comparison of the 1 and the 2. And then, did I drop them? Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. Then the 3, 4, and 5. I will just pull out real quick here. These are also nice and snug. Don't have any problems pulling them off, putting them on. They're just right. And then here is 3, 4, and 5, 1 and 2. So you can see all 5 of them together. And again, they all have holes in the bottom so that you can dry them easily. So I'm really happy about these brushes, and I may paint with them a little bit today just to get used to them, but I'm not sure. I've been in a real painting slump, you guys, so I apologize for not having a painting here for you. Oops, and I just bumped the camera, so sorry. But I will get myself together and I will get a painting out hopefully very soon. I've just not been in a mood to paint because of everything that's going on with me. And it's just about my medical regimen and what they're doing, and I'm afraid that it's going to cause a major decline in my physical abilities with my disease. So those of you who are new to my channel, I have something called ankylosing spondylitis, and or axial spondyloarthritis is another word for it. It's a mouthful, but it's more common than people realize. It works on the same genetic line, HLA-B27, as psoriatic arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, and that kind of thing, only it affects the joints very differently, calcifying tendons and ligaments that attach to the bone and then fusing joints together completely. Like I'm fused from my clavicle to my shoulder, so when I lift my shoulder up, my whole clavicle comes up with it, and it should stay pretty still when you look at your clavicle. So anyway, that's one of my joints that's fused, but I have had chronic pain issues and have been on medication for that. And now I'm going to have to go off of it completely. And this has been 18 years. So it's going to be very difficult for me. So you may not see me for a while, but I'm going to try to continue to do videos. I promised to do a gouache video for G's Finest and do a giveaway with them. So I've got to get that out too. But with this slump, I haven't been able to do much painting. So I apologize for that. And I'm trying to keep myself busy and praying a lot. And hopefully everything will turn out okay, you know. God's got my back. That's the thing. But anyway, that's all I wanted to show you guys today. I just got those couple things in the mail and I thought I'd show them to you. And then I'm going to go ahead and work on the plein air painting that I started yesterday. I did get lots of pictures because I went for a drive and I took tons of photos. And yeah, so let me go ahead and try to finish this gouache painting and see if I can salvage it. And then maybe I can do one here on camera for you. here in the studio for you. So everybody remember, be courageous, paint with wild abandon. Most of all, be kind to each other. Take care. God bless you all. Bye-bye.